2011 version of Skyrim if it's possible. Uh, I I'm so sick of they're always updating Skyrim, updating it, and I mean that's cool and everything, but this is kind of like a sandbox game. So I kind of view this kind of like Fallout New Vegas, where if I could, I would like to play the time capsule that was Skyrim from 2011, if that is at all possible. Um, like I understand there's a lot to add, and I understand that they've officially added a lot of stuff, a lot of dialogue, but sometimes it just feels a bit over the top, and I just want to experience a little bit of that old 2011 magic. And so I'm wondering if they've got any kind of revert back to 2011, if that's an option. I'm just gonna have to scroll through and see if it's possible. Hopefully it is, but with the way it looks like everybody wants to put their touch on this game, and I get that. Everybody wants to make their mark, but sometimes you just want to go back to basics, if at all possible. And I get it. They've added a lot to the game with the intention of impressing and creating a more enjoyable experience for people. But see, the thing is, I enjoyed Skyrim well enough in 2011. So, just Skyrim, not anybody's mods or anything. So, if at all possible, I would like to experience the game as it was, without all this extra dialogue, because I swear to you, the people in Riften, the alchemist shop, for example, back in 2011, they weren't talking about, oh yeah, in Morrowind, this was that. Oh yeah, in Morrowind, in Oblivion, this was that. It's like, come on. I get it. Morrowind and Oblivion is a game people liked a lot. But do we really have to rely on member berries for good points? Like, are we really, is that where we're at? Where it's just like, oh, reference, and it's like, okay, come on, can we just focus on the game that we have here, instead of doing callbacks, just for a second, can we focus on Skyrim, instead of, hey, call back to Oblivion, aren't we cool, isn't this a cool game, because it mentions Oblivion? And it's like, do you really think that Skyrim's that bad that it can't stand up on its own? Do you really think that Skyrim needs callbacks every corner in order to be considered a decent game? Is that really what you think? Is that really how you feel? Is that really how the devs feel? Because I enjoyed Skyrim in 2011. It was one of my favorite games. I really enjoyed it for what it was. And I didn't need it to be anything more or less than what it was. I loved it the way it was. And I would like to play it how I knew it, if at all possible, instead of having to deal with all this stuff that's just clutter. It's just doesn't need to be there. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes when you order a steak, you just want to taste the steak, and I don't know. Like okay, let's say you go to an ice cream shop. Sometimes all you need is a nice scoop of vanilla. Sometimes that's all you need. You don't need the sprinkles. You don't need the chocolate syrup. You don't need all that stuff. Sometimes all you want is a scoop of vanilla. I don't need Skyrim to be anything more or less than Skyrim. I don't need your input. I just need to play the game that I knew. That's what I would like to do. if at all possible. But this is all I'm running into is just not Skyrim. Just look, here's somebody saying play some Mythic Dawn stuff, and it's like, you know, if I wanted to play Oblivion, I've got Oblivion. I own Oblivion. If I wanted to play Oblivion, I'd play Oblivion. Look, here's a sword for, watch, there's probably gonna be some Morrowind crap around here. Dwarven bundle. That hammer is probably that hammer from Morrowind, and that glove is probably that glove from Morrowind. You know, if I wanted to, I would play Morrowind right now, but I don't want to play Morrowind. I want to play Skyrim. So why are you trying to put this stuff in my face? Why? Why is this? Why do they gotta do it like this? Why do they gotta do me like this? Why is it gotta be like this? Why can't I just play Skyrim? Why do I gotta play this Skyrim Anniversary Edition, the Special Edition? Why can't I just play Skyrim on the Xbox One? Why is that not an option? I can play Morrowind on the Xbox One. I can play Oblivion on the Xbox One. You know, why do they get to be perfectly preserved, but Skyrim, everybody has to put their fingers in it and just, you know, why? Why does it gotta be this way? Why is this the game why did they choose this game to be the game that they wanted to, that everybody want to shove their fingers in? Why? It's just, I don't know, it's so frustrating. I get it, you're a video game designer. You wanna get your name out there. Skyrim's a big game. But you gotta think about the fans sometimes. You know, sometimes you gotta put the game fans above yourself. I understand you want to get your name out there. I understand you want to show off your talents with what you made. But, you know, maybe make your own game. Maybe make your own game instead of trying to make Skyrim yours. Maybe make your own game. If you want something new, why don't you make the next Elder Scrolls? Why don't you make a spin-off? Why don't you make a mini-game? Why do you gotta come in and try to make Skyrim something it's not? Why do you gotta do that? You're all you're doing is hurting fans like me. Why? And why Skyrim? Out of all the games you could have chose to put your fingers in, why'd you have to do it to Skyrim? That's all the mods that's available is just nobody's got the fans in mind. Everybody just wants to show off their skills and talents, and I mean that's cool. If you want to show off your skills and talents as a game designer, do that. But you know, is that all anybody wants to do? Nobody wants to put the fan first. Nobody thinks about, you know, what the fans might enjoy. Because look, there's no mod available here that changes Skyrim back to the 2011 mode. There's nothing here that praises Skyrim. Everything here is just, look at me, look what I made. Aren't I so cool? Isn't Skyrim lame and need to be changed to fit my vision? Please get out of here with that stuff. Please. Please just make your own game. Please. Please leave Skyrim alone. If you're not satisfied with Skyrim, leave it alone. Don't try to change it into something it's not. Oh, look at this. Wait, hold on a second. Vanilla Plus. Now, I know vanilla is now, me personally, when you say vanilla, that is a flavor. That is an added flavor. That is a flavor additive. So, I disagree with the term vanilla, because it is an added flavor. It's no different than saying chocolate or caramel or pistachio. Vanilla is an added flavor. So ice cream does not taste like vanilla, essentially. cow's udders do not secrete the taste vanilla. Ice cream is cream, so it is cream flavored, which can also be called plain flavored. So if modders could, I understand this is your culture. I understand that. I understand you have your culture, but if you could you please call Skyrim either base Skyrim or plain Skyrim instead of vanilla Skyrim? Because when you say vanilla, it gets the point across badly. See, when you say vanilla, I understand what you're saying. But I have trouble understanding what you're saying. Because when you say vanilla, all I'm hearing is a flavor. So no different than chocolate or strawberry, or pistachio, or Rocky Road. All I'm hearing is an ice cream flavor. And that does not imply basic plain game. Vanilla is an added flavor. So when you drink coffee black, if it's flavored with vanilla, it's flavored coffee. It has additives. Black coffee does not taste like vanilla. Cream yogurt does not taste like vanilla. Cow milk does not taste like vanilla. So if you could, if the people who decide the future could, stop calling basic Skyrim vanilla. Call it basic. Call it base. Call it plain. Don't call it vanilla. Why you gotta do that? Okay. Let's see what this is though. Until Beth allows me to update the original mod, this version is face gen, and no. This does nothing. That does nothing. These crash fixes, get these crash fixes out of here. If Bethesda wants to fix their game from crashing, they will. Let the professionals do their professional work. Get out of here. Okay. You know, if you're so good at fixing crashes, go get hired by Bethesda and work for them. This freelance stuff, it's scab tactics. You're kind of scabbing it up by taking it upon yourself to make mods that fix crashes. You're robbing a professional from work time put in to fix the crash. It's by donating free labor to fix crashes, you're literally scabbing it up. You know, there could be somebody with being paid a fair wage to do that work. And video games don't need your volunteer time. If you want to volunteer for somebody, volunteer for a charity organization. Yeah, it's looking pretty rough. Once again, everybody here just wants to show off how impressive they are at video game design, and nobody wants to actually create an experience that somebody might want to enjoy. Everybody wants to put their touch on Skyrim. Everybody wants to put, their mark on Skyrim. Nobody wants to actually praise Skyrim. Imagine this. You go to see the Mona Lisa. And instead of going, wow, how beautiful, let me write an article of the Mona Lisa, you take a Sharpie and you draw all over it. Well, that's not respecting the Mona Lisa. That's not appreciating the Mona Lisa. Yeah, you made your mark, but you've defaced the Mona Lisa. So please, somebody out there, Bethesda, if you're listening, please take these take this stuff out of here. Take this defacement of Skyrim out of here. Let me play Skyrim the way it was in 2011, if that's at all possible. I know you made it possible to play Morrowind in a time capsule. I know you made it possible to play Oblivion in a time capsule. I know you made it possible to play Fallout New Vegas in a time capsule. Can I please just play Skyrim from 2011 without the DLCs, just plain Skyrim, no added dialogue, No added content, just Skyrim from 2011. I am a Mona Lisa enjoyer. I enjoy works of art. I don't need somebody to, come in and start drawing with a Sharpie on it for me to appreciate it. I can appreciate something for what it is. I appreciated Skyrim for what it was in 2011. It's a game I loved. I don't need this. Get this out of here. If you really gotta extort me for money, then please just call it classic mode and make me pay 50, 60 bucks, whatever. But if I can play Skyrim on the Xbox One and stream it from my Xbox One in the 2011 form without everybody's fingers in it, everybody for the past 10 years has stuck their fingers in Skyrim and just, look, everybody, look, I'm so great. Look at how great of a game developer I am. Look at how good my mods are. Please get out of here. You're drawing with a smudge stick all over the Mona Lisa. You're not supposed to be in here. Leave. Get it out. Get it out of my game. I just, sometimes you just want to enjoy a time capsule as a time capsule. You don't need everybody to start lumping in this and that and this and that, sometimes you just want to appreciate something for what it was. Like the Mona Lisa. Sometimes you just want to look at the Mona Lisa. If you there's a lot of people out there who love internet edits that want to view the Mona Lisa edited and stuff, and that's great for them. They should be able to do that. But when I go to the Louvre, when I go to the great museum that houses this piece of this time capsule, this work of art, this monument, when I go to experience that once in a lifetime event, I want to experience it without everybody's fingers in it. When you go to see the Declaration of Independence, you want to see the Declaration of Independence. You don't want to watch somebody throw up all over it and say, "Look what I did. Look what a masterpiece that I did." It's like, no, that's not yours. That was the forefathers. That belonged to them. They made that. They created that. That was their work of love, their work of passion, their work for the people. That is not you don't get to throw up all over it. But it seems like that's all anybody wants to do nowadays. Nobody cares about people who want to play the 2011 version, at least on Xbox. Maybe on PC it's different. But on Xbox, I gotta deal with everybody's fingers up in my pie. And it's making me sick. It really is. Well, anyways, that's all for now. Sorry about the rant, and just airing my frustrations when it comes to this game. I'd love to play this game. It's just it's so difficult to face what it's become after all these years. I just want to go back. Anyways, that's all. So this, sorry about the bad vibes or whatever. This is a charity stream, so if you could, please donate to the link in the description. That is going to be all for now. If you're watching live, thank you so much for watching live. If you're watching the VOD, thank you so much for watching the VOD. And try to have a good day, everyone. I'll try to do the same.